It'll be treble 15. Potentially, it's either bull, which it will be. How straight is he this early? Very, very straight. That's the kind of thing for Mike Warburton that he needs today. If he can master that, master them two dart combinations, because he has got the scoring power, I promise you. And that is only a second of the week, and that is timing.
As shown in diagram B.
Do I still get that as a cross on my bingo sheet?
We'll let you have it. Warburton's been threatening, though, the kick in this game over the last couple of legs, but hasn't until now been able to really utilise it. Now he is kicking. Paddling along this leg quite nicely.
Clearly the guys in the players area are watching, because there was a big sigh when he missed that fifth dart there. There's no volume in the players area, but they have got pictures they are watching. Sometimes when we flick on the averages and that, you can hear like a conversations being made there. But considering there's, you know, people from varying different countries in there, they all seem to be getting on very, very well. This is the Mike Warburton we love and know. He's doubled his 180 scoring in one leg alone. That's telling me Moving Tuesday, Dozer has got it wrong. Maybe it is the day that Warburton really kicks in.
Is this the moving moment for Mike Warburton? 41 for a 3-1 lead. It'll be the first holder throw in this match, and he could get it done in the space of 4 visits. He's going to get 6 darts if he wants so, but only needs the 3. That's a 12 darter, and Mike Warburton's made his mid-match move. A couple of days, if we see this as a trend, it's something that we can pick up upon. Although here, leaving 87 to make it 3-2, but it's going to be put under some considerable pressure. Maximum pressure for Mike Warburton, leaving double 12 after 12. And so now this 87 has to go. It's only going to be the solitary dart of the bullseye to save it. Not to be.
53. Mike, you require 24.
This has been a very patient performance and a very professional performance. And Mike Warburton has just put in an excellent performance.
A couple of days, if we see this as a trend, it's something that we can pick up upon. Although here, leaving 87 to make it 3-2, but it's going to be put under some considerable pressure. Maximum pressure for Mike Warburton, leaving double 12 after 12. And so now this 87 has to go. It's only going to be the solitary dart of the bullseye to save it. Not to be.
53. Mike, you require 24.
This has been a very patient performance and a very professional performance. And Mike Warburton has just put in an excellent performance to win that match by 4 legs to 1 against top of the table Jeremy Fagg, who lost his first game yesterday. Shows a little bit of frustration on his part as Mike Warburton sprints off the stage. And the tail of the tape, Mike Warburton with a lovely 91.06. He'd be delighted with that start. And next up, it's the turn of John Desmero against Mark Pirelli. That this 88 must go.
He's going to get 2 in his hand, a double 14. Down for double 7. Doesn't go. And so Pirelli is back for tops to seal a 4-1 win to kick off his day. And in it goes for 13 darter to finish for Mark Pirelli, who sets out his stall for the day ahead here at the Live Lounge, getting the better of John Dezovic by 4 legs to 1, averaging just underneath 91 and 4 out of 5 on the doubles. We're going to take a short break. Upon our return, it's Robert Thornton up against Sven Verdonk. It's a Hail Mary attempt. Not this time, and so Thornton will return for tops to claim the points, and it would mean that he would move on to 8 points and make things very interesting in this group. And there is going to be a 3-horse race begin to develop at the top of Group A. That's after Robert Thornton has beaten Sven Verdonk by 4 legs to 2. He had to survive a mini onslaught from the Belgium in the middle of the match, but Thornton a 4-2 victor. We're going to take a short break. Afterwards, we're going to see Mark Pirelli in action against Jeremy Fagg.
He's done everything right in this match. 70's not a gimme. Another one of them. And this is for 3-3.
50.
And that is a huge dart that's come and gone for Pirelli, because he could have moved level with Jeremy Fagg with a victory in this game. He could now see himself 4 points behind.
Game,
As Jeremy Fagg
and a
pins
match,
double
Jeremy
10
Fagg.
to move on to 10 points and become the first player to move into double digits in this group. Jeremy Fagg then a 4-2 victor, an average just under 90 and 50% on his doubles. We're going to take a short break. Upon our return, Mike Warburton against Sven Verdonk.
71.
Maybe we'll have a look in the next leg, but 71, this is a real important part of this game after 12 darts. So now we're probably looking at the bullseye because 62 left. Treble 12's nice, but at this stage, a big 12 you mustn't miss. That's how safe you went for the dart at bull. Sven Verdonk. I think that's the first fist pump of the week for Sven Verdonk. Maybe just beginning to feel good about himself, and the frustration will be huge.
3-2 down, he's been absolutely exemplary, and he can finish off the comeback here if he can find the 80. It's going to be a dart at tops of the match. Tops it is. Tops is pinned. And from 3-2 down, Mike Warburton seals the comeback victory to get the better of Sven Verdonk. 3-2 down, he's been absolutely exemplary, and he can finish off the comeback here if he can find the 80. It's going to be a dart at tops of the match. Tops it is. Tops is pinned. And from 3-2 down, Mike Warburton seals the comeback victory to get the better of Sven Verdonk by 4 legs to 3. A nice little embrace by the two players at the end of that one. And so Mike Warburton, with a 96 average, beats Sven Verdonk by 4 legs to 3.
The 5s and 1s, which potentially what the flicker's about.
Last start into the single 20 means that he's left himself on a bogey, and so that
50.
means Thornton just needs to set up for tops to level up.
Yeah, and that's what that wry smile is there for John.
42.
Not giving yourself the, he's already thinking a 3-3 right now because you don't expect Thornton to miss tops.
Game shot the 6th
Boy,
leg.
really like that.
Thornton.
That last one clattered into that first dart. You could hear the two tungsten touching each other there.
You don't actually know how you're going to react to them until you're physically there. But this man has been in these scenarios so many times in his career, and on so many occasions has come out the other side. And that's usually because when it's clutch, he comes up with something significant. 42. And he may have just done so here. 47. A max to leave 47, and he's going to get 6 for the match. Tots for Thornton for a finishing flurry of absolute brilliance to beat John Desmo by 4 legs to 3. 84.5 average. He's come back from 3-1 down, and he's conjured up some of his best darts of the week to do so. Thornton beats Desmo 4-3. Next up is Verdonk against Pirelli.
Possibly 9 darts and 1-4-1. He missed the opportunities last time. It's typical of darts that you get 1 dart for a 1-4-1.
117.
And I was about to say, that's the way to do it.
And so back for more match darts.
101. Sven, you require 24.
To pick up his 2nd victory of his campaign. Double 6. Is there for Verdonk to seal victory over Mark Pirelli by 4 legs to 3. And for the 2nd day in succession, the brilliant Belgian gets the better of Pirelli in a last leg decider. That's the tail of the tape on your screen there. Verdonk victorious. We're going to take a short break. When we return, Jeremy Fagg is in action against John Desmo. Also thought about how you lay up the first dart. You can do the dowel gurney flatty, or if you're as confident as Andy Hamilton is, you go low. Talking about confidence, that is what John Desmo is growing in.
I like the way Jeremy's darts are sitting.
131.
Looks like he's got the balance of them darts absolutely as he wants it. There's that snap of that wrist.
60.
Here's the overhead angle here of the darts entering the board. And what a perfect time to show the angle. How beautiful is that? How good is that from Jeremy Fagg?
That's exactly what the dart player can see.
140.
Look at the eyes there. He's watching. He's visualising that dart going the treble 19 bed.
134.
What a leg of darts this is.
On your core, 121.
Proper darts. It's going to be a proper finish for John Desmo. Not to be, and so Jeremy Fagg here on for a potential 11 dart leg to break the throw and to go within one of the match. 2 at tops. To open up a 2-leg cushion, an 11 dart leg when his opponent is putting it under severe pressure as well. But that leg was absolutely incredible.
We can consider going 2-4 in this scenario, but because he likes his tops and 10s, he might be used to 5s. He might just want to get this one done and dusted. And after a very slow start, that was a very effective and efficient performance there from the Aussie. He goes back to the top of the table and first man to reach 12 points. He'll be absolutely delighted with that. Once again, well over the 80 average, 86.13. Very proficient, very professional. Jeremy Fagg seems to be the man to beat right now. Big, big game coming up next. Robert Thornton against Mike Warburton. At 3 o'clock, and you've got the cones out at 2 o'clock. All them routines that you need to do, that's what the guys will be doing backstage. There won't be 5 or 1 games. They won't just be concentrating on the finishing. There might be certain elements they're just highlighting certain parts of the game they're not very happy with to put it right on the practice. This is a great start.
100.
So far, it's magic for Mike.
140.
And I hold no apologies after 1.5 legs of doing this. You can shout at me if you want. Shot me a tweet saying I can't believe he's put an average up after 1 leg.
Hold on, hold on. Keep it up! Keep it up! Have a look at this! Oh, this is special. This is really, really special.
Mike, you require 81.
I'm going to turn that off to keep him quiet. This is marvellous. What a leg of darts. Well done, boys. This is what it's all about. This is what the Modus Super Series is all about. You started it. This is just beautiful.
177.
Just when you think it can't get any better, Robert Thornton. We'll be looking at stats of the person with the highest ever losing average soon.
That's Brian Roman. 111 was the average when he lost
100.
back in Southampton. This is for 13 for Thornton to get back to 3-2. And he may have to take it out because Warburton's staring 78 for the match. Has to go, Robert.
What
a dart that is. What a match this is. Finely balanced still. Very, very interesting.
140.
Just when you think you've seen the best of the dart so far. This is what you practice for, these moments. 2 darts at double 16. What a significant move that was. What an unbelievable game between 2 fantastic friends, both magnanimous in defeat. Mike Warburton, that was outstanding. Look at his reaction. And well-deserved, beautiful, and just look at those stats. A losing average of just shy of 106. Everything excels there. The match of the week so far, a real delight. Jeremy Fagg, Sven Verdonk, follow that. Yeah, the 116s always looks inviting, but when your opponent's on 56, you can tighten up. But like I said, there's that little wobble on that first dart there. That won't do him any favours, so he has to reset. He's got away. He's going to have a dart at tops. For 2-2. Oh, yes.
On the 4th leg,
exactly what the score is. Sven Verdonk, just when you think he's a beaten man.
Complete the job. Another one of them. Oh, yes. And so it's going to be 1 dart at double 6. To do it again!
And the match.
That is his third 1-2-6 finish of the week. And it finishes off Sven Verdonk by 4 legs to 2. It moves him on to 14 points in the group and continues his state of authority at the top of Group A. A 92.87 average, 4 from 8 on the doubles, and finished off with that 1-2-6 finish. So we're going to take a short break. Upon our return, Mark Pirelli's in action. He takes on Robert Thornton.
The easiest 2 points of the week, he'll feel, after such a battle royal he had with his good friend yesterday.
90.
It's been a very
Robert
comfortable
40.
and professional performance from Robert Thornton.
Game, shot,
and as quick as
and
it
a match,
started,
Robert Thornton.
it soon ends as Robert Thornton a big 4-0 victory, a huge whitewash win, a big 2 point, and also think of the legs difference in there, because it does take him over at Warburton and he goes into a clear second position. And speaking of Wolverton, he's up next against the Belgian John Desmero. The loser could be looking at a long day, and that's how it's turned out to be for John, and this would hurt. That is just the most beautiful dart.
Game shot on the third
That
leg,
is classical
Mike
finishing
Warburton.
from Mike Warburton. That's finishing from a guy that is top of the table. The confidence is just oozing out of him
Fourth
now.
leg, Mike Warburton, 36.
At his best, he makes it ridiculously easy. So
Game,
simple,
shot,
so
and a match,
effective.
Mike
Warburton, look,
Warburton.
there's the chest comes out. A 4-0 victory, a whitewash win. He is absolutely buzzing with that result. And goes joint top with Jeremy Fagg with one more game to play today. The tail of the tape tells it that it was advantage Warburton throughout, the 1-1-6 being the highlight. And next up, a big, big game. Robert Thornton against Jeremy Fagg.
It's the Jeremy. Can he win back-to-back games on the same checkout? Could you, Jeremy? It was almost 1-2-6 in game.
139.
Still a big favourite because 139's a toughie and he can't do it now.
87.
And all them hours of practicing
Jeremy required 25.
on the dartboard for moments like this. A huge statement to make. It's 2 darts at 888.
Game,
Huge
shot,
moments for
and
Jeremy
match,
Fagg. A
Jeremy
big,
Fagg.
big 4-0 victory over the heavyweight that is Robert Thornton, the big favourite of the group going into the week. The Aussie makes a huge statement, 98.56, 4 from 7 on the outer ring. That was outstanding. And it's the Belgium affair up next. It's Sven Verdonk against John Desmero.
What's up?
21.
At
Desmero 2-2. Yay! Get in there. I've been waiting for that for 23 hours.
say the line, Glenn. Say the line.
It's Desmero 2.
Two.
You can walk to the hockey and change your mind.
38.
But it's 38 for the match.
He's going to split. And he's
Game,
going to hit.
shot, and
John Desmo
Desmo
moves himself onto 6 points in the group. He gets the better of Sven Verdonk by 4 legs to 2. And he wins that all-Belgian affair. John Desmo with an average of 87.24, 4 out of 9 when it came to the finishing. And that may inspire him and give him a bit of confidence going into tomorrow's action. As for Sven Verdonk, we've seen some good stuff in the middle portion of the day. And we hopefully see the best of him on day 3. One final game to go is Warburton Pirelli after this short break.
For a hold a throw. Nothing
Game
spectacular,
leg,
but
Mike
enough.
Wolverton.
The 5 out of 5 is very much on.
61.
Options here, but the most common route is going for the bull, but the times he's hit the bull that time for double 18.
Game
Sweet
second
as a
leg,
nut.
Mike Warburton.
Now over the 90 average, beautiful.
Back for double 4 for a 4-0 win. But he's passed the score. And Pirelli comes back,
Mark require 58.
wanting 58 to pull it back to 3-1.
48.
But he can't take advantage of it. And Wolverton is reprieved.
8.
Double 2.
Game.
And
shot,
Mike
and a
Warburton
match,
rounds off a
Mike
4-0
Warburton.
win to round off the perfect day from his perspective. And him and Jeremy Fagg will go into the last round of games tomorrow. Joint top of the table. It'll be Fagg on legs difference, but Warburton for 4-0 win has very much made him an interested spectator to the Darty Party in Pompey. Those are the stats then from our final game of the day. Warburton winning it, and summing up all of the action up on the balcony, Glenn Durrant is in the company of Chris Murphy.
He certainly is. Thank you very much, Henry. Yeah, we'll take a final look at the table. It really does tell the story, not just of today, but of course the first 2 days. Start with Jeremy Fagg at the top. Both days in a row, Glenn, he's lost his first match, but then won his next 4.
Yeah, and the feedback I'm getting is that there's more to come as well for him, so he could have a really big day tomorrow. For Mike Warburton, I think he's been so solid. 5 out of 5 is spectacular.
Yeah, brilliant stuff from him. Robert Thornton, though, similar day to yesterday, but we saw some explosive stuff from him. And, I mean, he lost that match with 106 average, didn't he?
Yeah, he's had a strange 2 days, but he's still quite chipper downstairs. He seems quite happy in himself, and he knows this. You know, he knows the score here at the Motor Super Series, so he won't be panicking just yet. But even if he gets the potential 5 out of 5 tomorrow, puts him on 22 points. The guys are looking for so many permutations. So exciting. Can't wait for tomorrow.
Possibly a bit of a lonely race for him, because it looks like the ones below him are in Group C and the 2 above him are fighting for top spot.
Yeah, he could be like in the mid there, but he'd be thinking 5 out of 5. He's capable of doing it. You know, that game that he had with Warburton was the highlight of the day for me and the highlight of the week so far.
Well, there is a grandstand finish set up, certainly between the top 2. They're level on points, as you just saw. The action resumes tomorrow live here on the YouTube channel, but also on Sporty Stuff TV from 9:30 a.m. But as far as today is concerned, well, it was all about Mike's 5 Ws as the wonderful Welshman Warby went and won them all.